These little plastic signs gave me my first $100,000 in real estate wholesaling. AKA Bandit signs have absolutely changed my life for real estate wholesaling. In today's video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to use Bandit signs in your real estate wholesaling business. And if you have the hustle, if you have the grit, I'll share exactly my Bandit sign secrets so you can get your real estate wholesaling deals by sticking these cheap plastic signs around the ground, and so you can make money too in real estate wholesaling. What's up guys, Zach in here. And yes, I'm sharing with you Bandit signs today. So everyone knows Bandit signs have a special place in my heart. That's where I got my first deals. And honestly, that's how I got my first $100,000 in real estate wholesaling in high school, by just sticking Bandit signs out. Now, some markets, Bandit signs haven't worked anymore. And in some markets, Bandit signs have really heated up. So the first thing I can tell you about Bandit signs is you need to understand that some markets are absolutely hot with it. If you stick Bandit signs there, you will absolutely do amazing. And some, you absolutely won't do well. But before I get into it, before I really share with you my Bandit sign secrets, I'm telling you, I can't even imagine. I don't think I can even calculate how many hours I spent at 2, 3 a.m. sticking Bandit signs everywhere like a crazy person at 17 years old. So me giving my secrets out to you, if you can, please smash that like button and subscribe. So what are Bandit signs? So Bandit signs are those ugly yellow on black, white little signs that you see stuck sometimes. Maybe they're zip tied to a pole somewhere and they basically say, "We buy houses cash," and they got a phone number on them. They're really ugly. Most citizens in your city probably don't like them, but those things are money-making machines. So yes, Bandit signs are really not talked about. They're really not that sexy anymore, and not a lot of people talk about them. And honestly, they still make money. We still make money from Bandit signs. And honestly, I want to give you some of my secrets because I feel like I haven't done any Bandit sign videos, and I feel like I owe it to the people. So Bandit signs are those ugly signs. The point of these signs is to get a motivated seller to see it and call you. The reason why I absolutely love Bandit signs so much is it gives you the benefits and power of direct mail without the cost of it. And the power of these type of marketing strategies like Bandit signs, probate letters, direct mail pieces, postcards is the seller comes to you. They're the ones who are aggressive and wanting to get rid of the property. They're just so much different than cold calling or door knocking or RVMs. The seller, you're not going after the seller, because the average conversation when you're going after a lead is, "Hey John, are you interested in selling your property? Why do you ask? Huh? What? I'd never ask you. F you, blah, 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 blah." No, when you're having a conversation with like a direct mail piece, someone said, "Hey, I actually got your piece of mail here and I'm actually interested in selling my property." That conversation goes so much easier than when you're going after someone who's maybe abrasive or they didn't want to get that phone conversation. And I don't have to spend 40, 50 hours a week cold calling to get the same amount of leads that you could possibly get with Bandit signs. Now, direct mail and Bandit signs are not equal. Bandit signs are a lot more hard work. You will sweat so much more getting those leads. Hence why driving for dollars, sticking Bandit signs, door knocking is called sweat equity, because you're going to sweat to get those deals, but they are extremely cost effective and they're extremely cheap to get those leads and those deals. But a quick story about that. I used to do so many Bandit signs in my county that they decided to hire 4 extra code enforcement officers to literally enforce Bandit signs in my county. So definitely it's extremely harder and the ROI has just sunk from there. But I made hundreds of thousands of dollars before that happened, and we kind of expanded to other markets to do our Bandit signs. So what are the rules for it? So the most important rule when it comes to a Bandit sign is, what do you want it to look like? Now, Bandit signs, they can look like anything. They can be yellow with black ink. Yellow really draws the eyes. That's the reason why the Simpsons are yellow. The creator of the Simpsons, when you're scrolling through TV channels back when you had to sift through TV, you'd see something yellow and it'll catch your eye for you to watch it. So that's why yellow is really important. That's how the Simpsons made. That's why they're yellow. Quick fun fact here, because this is a wholesaling channel, but it's also a fun fact channel, by the way. Black on yellow is very eye-catching. Another one could be white on black or white on red or white on blue. Those are really the colors I'd really keep to the Bandit signs. And the ad copy should be very simple. "We buy houses cash, sell your house in X amount of days, close really quickly, and then have your phone number extremely big and visible in there." So you might ask yourself, where should I get these Bandit signs? I would say the cheapest one is actually going to your local print shop, because they get the best rates for shipping. Because if you go online, you'll get a pretty good price on the signs, but you'll pay a fortune in shipping. If you have a local shop that ships tens of thousands of Bandit signs, their shipping will be a lot better and it'll actually be a cheaper price. So I want you to call around your local sign shops and see how much it will cost for you to do X amount of signs, and then see how much it'll cost with shipping for a regular Bandit sign shop online to do. And there's so many of them, I'm going to name all of them. But if you just do Bandit signs cheap or cheap real estate signs, you should be able to find something like that. And then it's really simple as that. Customize it for your phone number, and now we're ready to go. So it's really simple. All we got to do is stick these Bandit signs in high traffic areas where people will see it. They'll call you and we're ready to go. So what I recommend, where I have the best success, is actually on stop signs. So near stop signs, stick your Bandit sign in front of stop signs. So when a car stops, they'll see that Bandit sign, and if they're looking to sell the property, they'll call you. Another one, really good one, is by red lights. Make sure it's visible. If someone pulls up on a red light, they look out and they could see that Bandit sign. It'd be really good. The next thing is we want to find really highly trafficked areas. So be very careful. If you're on a very high traffic area in your city, most of the time, code enforcement might go out and try to pick the signs from you. So be very careful about high traffic areas. If you can stick them, you'll do very well. And lastly here, I see people, they either staple Bandit signs on like a wooden pole and they keep it really high up, and those usually stick really well, but it's a little harder for people to see them. And then lastly, I see people zip tie Bandit signs to your local pole. What I want to say really quick is if Bandit signs are illegal, local city or county, I don't recommend it. Some counties absolutely outright ban it, and you need to look at your laws. But some laws, there's really no laws on Bandit signs, and it's free game out there. And really, in most places, it's only a small fine to stake Bandit signs out. But legally, I have to say that if Bandit signs are illegal, I do not want you to stick Bandit signs out. And what's going to happen is the code enforcement office are the Bandit sign police, and they're going to try to stick the Bandit signs out, and they're going to try to nail you sometime for a fine per sign. And usually sometimes it's $3 to $4 per sign. So what's going to happen is when you stick these Bandit signs out, of course you're going to get sellers looking to call, and they're going to make really good money from it. But code enforcement is going to try to bust you, and they're going to try to stop you from sticking these signs out. So if it's against the law in code enforcement, don't do it. But sometimes code enforcement, it's still legal, but they want to catch you and get you to stop. So they might call, ask for your information for a Bandit sign. Don't give code enforcement your information. Be very careful with your sellers when you're answering phone calls with Bandit signs, because they could be code enforcement in disguise trying to steal your information. So if you qualify the seller, you check out the person calling you is actually the owner of the address, you should do very fine. But code enforcement will threaten you with $3 per sign. If you have 100 signs, they want to fine you $3,000. And honestly, if you don't give them your information, you should be fine. But again, if it's against the law, don't do it. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend breaking the law at all. Only in places that this is legal. Now, Bandit signs in some cities just don't work. Code enforcement will pick up the sign in like 2 seconds and you'll waste your money doing it. So what I want you to understand and do is maybe you should go to your local real estate investors association, network with wholesalers in your local area, and ask them if they've done Bandit signs. And if someone says, yes, I used to do 1,000 Bandit signs a week or 1,000 Bandit signs a month and I never got a deal, or it's absolutely terrible, heed that advice. And sometimes you don't want to do a Bandit sign. But if someone tells you, oh, no one really does Bandit signs over here, I don't know why, and you spend some money on Bandit signs and start getting deals, maybe you're the only guy doing Bandit signs, you can absolutely kill it. Another way to see if your market's really good, if you see a lot of Bandit signs around you, what I want you to do is just see where they're sticking them. And if they keep sticking them on a weekly basis, you know Bandit signs work. And I want you to do is start sticking Bandit signs. So what's going to happen is when you order these Bandit signs, what you're going to do is you're going to get the nice plastic one. It's going to have your phone number. It's going to be great. You're going to have stakes, and they're going to be like little H's. And what I want you to do, go to Harbor Freight or Home Depot and buy a bolt cutter and cut these stakes in half, like snip, snip. And then you can use, then those stakes will be 2. And then you can double your money for it, and it should be really good. So it's a really good way to lessen the cost of your Bandit sign. Put the stakes in the sign, and then you're able to stick them in the ground unless you zip tie or staple. And the average cost, in my opinion, should be around $2 per sign with everything. If you can find it cheaper, even better. Sometimes it's slightly more expensive depending on what city you're in. Now, here comes the most important part. What do you do when you stick the sign out there and you get a call from a motivated seller? What is the process? And it's the process of just like answering direct mail. What you want to do is be as prepared as possible. And so when they answer it, you're really going to go after a script. You're going to want to qualify the seller. So the 4 most important things when qualifying your seller is what is the motivation, why they're looking to sell the property, what's their time frame, when are they looking to sell the house, what's the condition of the property, and lastly, what price do they need to sell for. And that's what you're gonna do with your conversation with these sellers. And you're gonna get the call. It's not gonna be completely scripted, but what you're gonna do is just answer the phone call and really just have a conversation with them. So a conversation might go, or do you buy houses? Then I'll say, yes, I do buy houses. Are you looking to sell your property? Have a conversation with them, ask them why they're looking to sell the property, build some rapport. Remember the Ford method: friends, occupation, recreation, dreams, and really just have a conversation. And if it's something really good, I recommend you get off the phone, you do some more research on the property, then you call them back. This tip is because if they're code enforcement, then if you call them back, you'll be code enforcement calling back and you'll know it's them trying to bust you for something crazy. Even if bandit signs are completely legal in your county. Now, if you call them back and they answer and you can confirm it's them, set the appointment, go to the appointment, talk to them, go to www.flipwithrick.com/contract, download our free wholesaling contract, get that property under contract with the seller. And then with that free wholesaling contract, www.flipwithrick.com/contract, there is a free assignment of contract in there. Find your cash buyer. Pro tip, you can actually use a white bandit sign, put the actual deal you got under contract, like a 2.2, 1,300 square foot property, need to sell fast, then put your phone number on there, maybe the white sign with a Sharpie. Then you can stick those out in high traffic areas. You won't get sellers calling you, but you'll get cash buyers. And that's another way to build your cash buyers list with a bandit sign. And then you find that cash buyer, qualify them, and then from there, bring them to the property, assign the contract to them, bring the assignment of contract to the title company, get a closing, get your check, get more bandit signs, and repeat. So that's it, guys. That is Bandit Sign 101. That is my complete bandit sign mastery little class here. I'm telling you, bandit signs still work in 2021, and they will work for years and years to come. I truly appreciate you guys watching this video. If you have any questions at all, please comment them below. Comment below if you do bandit signs and if they work for you or if they don't work in your market. I'm really curious to know. So I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much and have a blessed day.